eating one serving rice crackers and a rice cake. I was like, I'm hungry. I don't know what to eat. I've been eating potatoes. I'm back on rice. I don't feel like cooking rice. Have a rice. I have some rice stuff to do. So, and as I thought, I'd show up and do my bags with you. You can watch. I like these. These are good. Be right back. Yeah. Excuse me. So these ones, I'm gonna have a rice cake. And then I'm gonna add my rice crackers. I can eat with and or without cheese. Oh, I'll do me the next few days. Maybe it's because I'm not eating a lot today. I just feel like doing that. Have that alone, and or with some soup, and or with some salad. Yes. Been eating lots of iron-rich foods. And as time to reduce. Before autumn. And then I can start again. Tomorrow I am going to eat my Brussels sprouts and drink that broth. Hi, please. Mo. I like to watch you eat, Mo. Does Bro know she is live? Can you say hi to me, please? Hello. I had such a good week in foods, condiments, and beverages. Fantastic. That was awesome. That I'm now going to go back to rice for a while. This will come in handy tomorrow. This Monday, I'm not eating anything that's meat, knowingly. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to have that. I might actually have tacos tomorrow because they can be meatless. I have veggie ground, not meat. I don't like that. And yeah, that's why I'm gonna possibly have to go back a while to vegetarian, at least 5 days a week, because my iron ferritin levels going up. This is what, like the equivalency of maybe a third cup of rice. Half a cup, whatever. Bubblegum pink or swampy green. But honestly, foods. Oh, if you like watching me eat, you should come over to my new stuff that I'm doing where I do my mukbangs and or mukbangs. Wannabe fat person, Avril Bellis mukbangs, or pronounced the wannabe fat person Avril Bellis mukbangs, you know, mukbangs and or mukbangs. And watch me there eat. There's videos. I'm not fat, although I haven't been very well as of this year. This year, since my cat died, my health sort of took a turn for the worse. Although I'm feeling better today. The coughing is decreasing more. Okay. I said, okay. Excuse me, I gotta go help my mother. She needs toilet paper. Excuse me. That's what I like with foods. Get them served with potatoes and or rice, because the last mouthful Shitkin could make must need I eat potatoes and or rice. Although I like sweet potatoes, although the rice has to be like white, and the rice has to be sort of white or brown. You know, it has to be, and it has to be plain. And or very little condiments, because a while there I was eating next to not any. Although when I do get going, I like butter, sour cream, and chives. And it's just salt, pepper, and mix all in there, and skin nice and crunchy, and I get to eat the skin and everything. It's so good. Cream of mushroom soup, Mom? About an hour. ate some rice crackers. Yeah, I just ate some rice crackers. So take. Just on me so you can see. What? Yeah. Well, give me one. I could do more rice packets for myself. Yeah, made with rice. Hey, Mommy getting more, so I need to go get some more bags. Mom, get me more. Mm-hmm. Is a serving. 13. 13, 14. Four, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know which ones will be happening tomorrow. Stay tuned. Come over to the wannabe fat person, Avril, Bellis, MUKBANGS. Three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Very, I have some. See that? Gonna eat them. Of course I'm gonna eat them. I haven't had any of these yet. It's good too. Although if you have a high iron and or ferritin, if you yourselves have high iron ferritin levels, please check with your doctors first. Do not do the same as me without consulting your healthcare workers, your professional team. This helps me. Might not do the same any more others. Again, might. So I have this. I think I'm gonna alternate. So this one day, that another day. Okay. I got a little clip on them. Doesn't that look good? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So that's gonna take me all the way to Saturday. Isn't that cute? I need a beverage, and then I'm gonna make dinner. Make some soup. I'm gonna figure out, do I want a coffee or do I want a tea? I guess Oh, that's me. Roast beef brown or bubblegum pink. Hi, if you know, who knew? That looks so good. Nice boobs. I can't see your beautiful face. Glad to see you, kitten. Boobs show. Yeah. So it's cream of mushroom soup tonight. I finished my tea. I'm gonna do some soup. And hopefully I'll be too hot to handle that my cold adjust symptoms, behaviors, cold go poof and all nice and away. Because my cold doesn't like anything hot. Gonna keep that a little while longer there. I mean, it's just my family and I. It's only my family and I. I'm gonna keep that there a while longer. Myself and pets, fur babies, Bellis Fairies Gardens. Bless you, Mother. You're welcome. My battery needs charged. I have to recharge the thing I'm using to do this with. I'll wait a minute or two and then show your mom. Oh, I can't. She doesn't want to be seen. She's told me many a times before, and I'm abiding as. Mom, someone on my live stream wants to see you. Can I show you? Somebody on my live stream wants to see you. Can I show you? No. See, I told you. Okay, I won't show you. I told you. Huh? Yeah, so am I. Yeah. I already told him that you didn't want to be seen. I'm feeling well too. But I know you don't want to be seen. I don't mind. Anybody else that showed and told that I do mind, and all names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how, liars. I don't mind. I'm just sitting here in my living room. Doing this. What happened to your wrist? Oh, broke it. June 5. I've had troubles with it for a while now. 18, 19 years, something like that. And I've had sprains, soft tissue injuries. It broken at the hospital, and my doctor diagnosed it broken and soft tissue injured. It's okay. I don't take any pain relievers because I prefer to stop crying. So, and my doctor didn't really like this to stabilize it, but then when I'm busy, this is the one I like to use because I can take it on and off without my wrist moving too much. Um, I have another one with a metal bar elsewhere. But although mine's not a normal break and soft tissue injuries because I have that historical injury wound scar, and it's a weak wrist since, and now I can't move it very. I can move it a bit, but no, it's before it doesn't go back anymore on its own. It has to come forward more. It's learning. The strength is happening. I'm getting stronger. I know you are. I'm not a retard, and that's a discriminatory, slanderous, defamation statement. It's a total lie. One, I wasn't born retarded. Two, I am not retarded. I've come a long way, my recoveries and my recuperatings since that happened to me a while ago. Originally, it's been one thing. I heard it again in 2021, and then I began chest pains, and since then, and then I got better. And then I was assaulted 2024, and then this year I was feeling well and I was hospitalized, diagnosed influenza type A virus. The staff there, the doctor, and then it took me more than 4 months to get over that. And my blood pressure was low, and sinus bradycardia, and happened twice. And then I'm a migraine sufferer, so the next time was it food poisoning, a migraine, a bit of travel sickness, or was it reoccurred influenza type A, and or we didn't know what it was. And I began feeling better, and then in June, the alleged accident that nobody would admit to. I was walking with my mom, and my mom's walker clicked my foot, whatever. And I reached out, and I think somebody pushed me or threw me. It's really, I don't remember hitting my head on the pavement, although, and when I wanted to show and tell what happened, my mom there, all those other people, I tried to get hold of my cell phone so that I couldn't get touched more. Because I would videotape all their faces, all their ugly heads. And then a beautiful creature came upon near me. It might have been a sparrow. Beautiful bird. Might have been more than one. And it was just the cutest thing while I was waiting desperately to go to hospital because my legs were bleeding, my wrist, this, my, my fingers to my forearm are all distorted, sort of. I couldn't keep it up very without support. Somebody threw me the beverage tray or handed me the beverage tray, and I used that until the paramedics came to give my forearm and wrist some support, my hand. And then when I got to the hospital, they didn't do, I mean, they're, and as one of my other doctors elsewhere showed it, can I walk? Well, that's as good as it gets. I mean, the hospital staff, I couldn't walk. That was why I wanted more health, because why discharge a patient without sending someone to the fracture clinic or something? You know, I couldn't walk. I couldn't even my left leg was like this. It was sticking out. I couldn't bend it for hours. I could not bend it for hours. And they wanted me to go home like that without further health care, just to follow up with my doctor. So I was like, no, I want some more health care. And I wasn't being argumentative. I wasn't being a mental patient. I was just like, my health history. I have problems with my knees. Oh, and she was like, it's pre-existing. We can't do anything about that. You have to go to your doctor. I'm like, no, you can't say that. It's an emergency. I was brought in with the ambulance. You have to give me emergency health care. You have to make it so that I feel better. I can walk to get my knees first aid. Eventually got my a physiotherapist to come down and do physiotherapy. And I was like, I don't care if you even break my knee, just get it so that I can walk on it. They didn't give me breakfast or anything. We had to go to this so-called place, Tim Hortons, and I had to get, I got those two of those egg bite things, and or whatever, and a hot beverage. And I was like, I couldn't bend my knee, and they expected me to walk home and function. They didn't even give me any prescribed prescription pain relievers that were worth a care. And I could walk eventually. It was painful, although. And I went elsewhere to get more health care, and I got pain relievers prescribed prescription. I actually even got muscle relaxants, which I think helped my knees uh, and neck. But then I came off that because of the side effects. And then I continue having some of the pain relievers. Uh, and I got more because I was supposed to have gone on a vacation this summer, but that got canceled. That got canceled, although. And then physiotherapy. I was getting home physiotherapy, and the staffs were like, oh, it's happening too often. We can't come out. And I'm like, what? Whoever you are, you should be fired. And then we tried to get me some outpatient physiotherapy, but it was a waiting list and all that stuff. And then, oh, it's just awful. So, based on the fact sheets and exercises given to me earlier, I've been doing some of them, not all, only some, a few when I sit, whenever, and I do my equivalent to 7 or 10 minutes indoor walk fit, and one or two of those upright standing physiotherapy exercises. It's sort of like indoor walk fit, and then I rest. I just like to sit like here and have my left leg just out. I don't like to be elevated, although sometimes I do it. And my wrist has not felt the same ever since June 5 and 6. It just doesn't feel right. And every time I complained about it, they were like, oh, there's nothing wrong. Just get on with it. Just wear one of those. I'm like, that's not making me feel better. I'll maybe want to do something later in my life. A hobby, like maybe just play a Christmas song on a ukulele, on a organ, a keyboard. Just one or two songs. No, just Christmas. And I want to be able to. I like being independent. Doing, all my stuff, personal, myself, hygiene, dressing, and stuff. And I need this hand. I need everything. I don't know why I have to have it all on this one side. And I like to be athletic. And this has been a debilitating year. It was only supposed to be a year of grieving. My died pussycat. And then within a month or so, I was in the hospital. No, just over a month I was hospitalized, not feeling well. And I find people that falsely accused me of being mentally ill themselves, neurologically impaired and or mentally ill themselves, including wrongly and falsely accused me of being retarded. Hindered some other people's perspective and open mindedness about me and my health and health scares. And and then they have those personal vendettas off and on and off the internet. And they deluded themselves that they should can could may must and need kept their jobs there because they deemed delusioned themselves better and greater than myself and one and more of my family and other relatives because they never investigated it themselves, and they should can could may must and need. They would see all the police reports, occurrence and incident numbers. They'd see all that I reset my private tried reset my privacy settings, blocked them online, tried to hide my internet from them. Themselves guilty. Instead, and all those other people were racist, bigot, discriminatory, discriminations, prejudices, and prejudices. And my home life has nothing to do with that, whether I'm untidy and or not untidy, and whether I have tea stains and or coffee stains on my mugs. My social media should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, affected, and affects healthcare that I get. And other people, all to them, those, including paramedics, harassments and bullying myself and them and the healthcare workers. They're just, all those other people were just stalkers. Stalking paramedics, stalking doctors, stalking this, stalking that, stalking me, and one and more others. I mean, reaction channels. The really good ones should, can, could, may, must, and need uses was available to them on the internet, public, and not go around harassing, bullying, stalking other people themselves wanting to got more information about myself and one and more others. And anyone and everyone showed and told and shows and tells that I can't go on like this any much longer. They're stalkers. They're internet trolling. With and or without being on the internet. It's none of their business. It's just like, media. Do you think anybody cares if they were to go to at on in out from and by another celebrity's home and racism, bigotry, discriminatory discriminations, prejudice, and shows and tells, oh, you can't go on like that anymore and stop them? Unlikely. Not likely going to happen. Movie stars, TV stars, etc. Many of them, with and or without my mentioning names, sex addictions, drug addictions, alcohol addictions, plagiarisms, victims themselves of one and more stalkers too. And I mean, anyone and everybody could watch something on TV and or movies have an opinion, say, oh, that actor, that actress, that model is crazy. Although you can't prove it, you can't go to their doors and windows and harass and bully them, and one, to prove it, and two, tried and made that a reality. That's why I like doing this sort of thing, because it's a community. It's not as personal as an email or a phone call. It's not even as personal as mail and a fax. It's not it's not even text messaging. It's like just a um, community. It's an online group, and it is and isn't anonymous. You know what I mean? I've had some stalkers off and on and off the internet. I mean, this is what's left of me. Yeah, next year I suppose it will be 20 years since this happened to me. And not that I'm being a racist, bigot, prejudice, prejudges. No, none of that. I'm not being anything racist, bigot, discriminatory, discriminations, prejudices, prejudges. Although I find Indians one of the worst cultures, worst races, races, creeds, and religions. As I mentioned, all to and all about my family, including myself and all pets, all that, all animals, all botany, all pets, all fur babies, and myself, and one and more other relatives related to me. I find just by name, my name, I find that that has happened, and or Malaysian, and or African, and or Jamaican, many times over the years. They themselves could not distinguish between fantasy and reality, and the knowledge that there was evidence that they did it and they could not control that evidence, that those security cameras all on real time and all recorded should, can, could, may, must, and need used as evidence, especially outside my front door, because they don't get privacy there. My front doors, you don't get privacy there. You did it, you're on camera, that's your fault. You want privacy? Stay away from my front door. Stay away from my doors and windows. Keep away from my space, you know? And hopefully, more than more than 10 years, security's cameras on real time recorded, and all that evidence should, can, could, may, must, need shown and told publicly and used as evidence that myself, my mother, and all animals, and all botany, and all pets, all fur babies, and myself, not guilty. Other people, others, hmm forever, always, there, elsewhere, everywhere, and here. and all witnesses too. Everyone should show and tell, all that happened. And all names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how other people impersonated other people alleged related to my father and one and more other person, and including other people impersonated me on the internet. Attempted identity thefts happened by from other people, all witnessed, and all should, can, could, may, must, and need told and shown tell us. All happened as all residents, all other residents, and all staff, all should, can, could, may, must, and need, gave and give us privacy and safety, and themselves not ever trespassed and not ever trespasses, always, everywhere. Including corporations, sections 2A and 2B, all other residents should, can, could, may, must, and need, gave and give us enjoyment. They should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not interfere and interfered with us enjoying the comforts of where we were living and are living home. All those other residents should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not disturbed, and should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not annoyed us. And many did. And there's evidence, as I mentioned earlier. I hope that someday I'll show up on the internet and maybe I'll have a link with and or without my reporting that link. But, I know there's going to be stuff out there worldwide, web, the internet, whether it's worldwide or not. And hopefully, everyone that's ever met me, knew me and my family, and when it were others related, alleged, that with and or without I reporting it, they'll report it. It's not entertainment. It should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, shown and told as entertainment. It's evidence. And did they show and tell police, enter the courts, any staff there, whatever, anybody there? They should have been arrested. You know, not gave us privacy, not gave us safety, not allowed us to enjoy the comforts of where we were and are. They disturbed, they annoyed. It's evidence, it's not entertainment. And in all, one and more other person has not gave us privacy, not gave us safety, and trespassed, etc. I mean, being outside my front door, there's no way anybody should have been outside my front door, real time live streaming, photographing, recording, and speaking as though them recording themselves, video making, filming. Nothing. They should never have been out there talking. Then they most definitely should not have been touching. They should not have been touching anything. They shouldn't have been there. That's trespassing. That's nuisance. That's annoyance. That's disturbance. Things. That's a disturbance. That's disturbing us. It's just all. And any of that, even were it to go downstairs, the corporation, where they showing whoever they were showing and telling, and there's should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not, legal, unlawful. That's not lawful, obviously. I mean, that's not sections 2A and 2B. I've not done that outside somebody's front door without just cause, and there's no just cause here. We're just, we're adults and trying to enjoy the We don't even watch TV. Ooh, heaven forbid we have TV on at around 10:30 p.m. and other residents would complain because they have nothing greater and nothing better to did do than lie, false accuse, false allege. And I don't care who they were and are. I don't care if they're also internet celebrities, public figures. They should, can, could, may, must, and need know and knew wrong from right and right from wrong. It doesn't matter if they have a disability and or mental health. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're going to accuse me, make sure you know the day, week, month, and year correctly, which they never did, and that my alibis, I have alibis. I had alibis November 12th and witnesses. And I don't care who those other people were. They should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not lied to police. And police should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not lied about us and that dead person out there. And all names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how tried censorship media banned what happened out there and in here and out there. Staff, they should get fired. Honestly. Corporation,